Thank you for coming back to the NFL show. I am your host, the one and only Grizzly, and this is week 8 of predictions. So, let's start this off real quick, fast, and in a hurry. Arizona versus Baltimore. I have Baltimore chosen in selection just because, well, it's Baltimore versus Arizona. Next matchup is Minnesota versus Carolina. I have Minnesota chosen in this game just because Carolina, they have a good quarterback, but that's really about it. Next game would have to be Jacksonville versus Houston. I have Houston chosen in this game just because Houston seems like a stronger team. Granted, Jacksonville is coming off a big win over Baltimore, but I still believe that Houston can get them, and they have a possibility of getting Andre Johnson back. So that is a plus. Next matchup is Miami versus New York Giants. I'm going New York Giants on this one just because Miami is on a very bad losing streak. They're in the same boat as Indianapolis, so that's whatever. Next matchup is New Orleans versus St. Louis. Let's see. I have New Orleans chosen in this one because they had the big game last week, and St. Louis is not very strong. So that is, why New Orleans is chosen this one. Next matchup is Indianapolis versus Tennessee. In the past, Indianapolis would walk all over Tennessee, but I have to choose Tennessee over at Indianapolis this year because, well, Indianapolis is not doing good, as we all know. So that is my reason for that one. Next matchup is Washington versus Buffalo. I went with Buffalo on this one, guys, just because Buffalo is good this year. They had a few hiccups, but I'm going to have to go with Buffalo over Washington. Washington doesn't seem very strong, so that's my whole pick. Next matchup is Detroit versus Denver. I have to go with Detroit on this one. They're coming off that loss to Atlanta, so I feel like they can come out strong. So that's my big thing. Next matchup is New England versus Pittsburgh. I went with New England on this one. Yes, I know I'm going against the AFC North and everything, but my reasons for this is Tom Brady is 6-1 versus Pittsburgh. That's playoffs, everything. Granted, I know Pittsburgh is coming. They're on a, I think, 5-0 win streak at home. Yes, Roethlisberger is, I think, like 73-34 at home in Pittsburgh. But in the last, I think, four or five matchups against New England and Pittsburgh, Tom Brady has 14 touchdowns and only 3 interceptions and 106 passer rating versus Pittsburgh. So that's my reason. Granted, New England doesn't have a good defense, but I don't think it's going to matter because Tom Brady is Tom Brady, and they have a very good offense. So that's my match pickup for that one is New England. Next matchup is Cincinnati versus Seattle. I have Cincinnati winning this one just because it's Cincinnati. They are actually looking very strong this year. Granted, they have a rookie quarterback and a rookie receiver, but their matchup and their timing together is so strong. That's the whole reason why that. And Seattle's not doing good, and Cincinnati's actually doing very good. Matchup again would be Cleveland versus San Francisco. I have San Francisco chosen in this matchup because San Francisco is actually good and they can put up a fight. Cleveland, I'm not sure what can happen with them guys, but I have to choose San Francisco in this one. Then Dallas versus Pittsburgh. Philadelphia Eagles. I went with Dallas on this one, guys. Yes, I know the last 8 years of Philadelphia, when they come off a bye, they win. Actually, I think it's 12 years. I don't care about that statistic because, well, Philadelphia is not as good as we thought they would be. Yes, yeah, you think Philadelphia, they supposedly had the dream team and they're coming off a bye week. No, it doesn't matter to me. I have to go with Dallas on this one. Dallas, they have the ability to be a strong team and a very good contender, but they fail to do that sometimes. Then, last but not least, I have to go with San Diego versus Kansas City. I went with San Diego on this one just because San Diego is a very strong team. Granted, it's in Kansas City. Could be cold. The weather could play a factor in that game. But I have to go with San Diego on this one because they actually have a very decent team, and Phillip Rivers can be a force to be reckoned with. Kansas City's coming off that big win over Oakland last week, but I don't think that's going to help them at all. So, with that being said, I have 7 wins for the away teams and 6 wins for the the home teams. So it's kind of 50-50 basically on who I'm picking. That's basically what I got now. Now I want to talk about certain games that I want to talk about. I talked about the New England-Pittsburgh game. I talked about the Cincinnati Seahawks game. And I talked about the Dallas-Philadelphia game. So my other games I want to talk about was Arizona versus Baltimore. Arizona can be good. I know Beanie Wells is coming back into the lineup this year. So, not this year, this week. Well, he's saying he'll come back after that knee injury. So that should be a good thing. But I think Baltimore's defense, which they was very good last week with the 4 sacks and only giving up 12 points. So that's, it's whatever. But I still believe Baltimore is going to come out and win this game because it is Baltimore. I don't think Arizona can keep up with Baltimore's defense and actually get away from the Baltimore defense. Next game would have to be Jacksonville at Houston. I'm going with Houston on this one just because Andre Johnson, he is probable for this game. But I think they're actually a really good team and they can make a hell of a fight. That's basically what it is for me. But I think they can make a one bang up hell of a fight. So that's the whole reason why I chose Houston. And the last game I wanted to talk about was New Orleans versus St. Louis. New Orleans is coming off that big win over Indianapolis. That is the main reason why I chose them. And they won the Super Bowl 2 years ago, and they still have a good team. Mark Ingram is out, I believe, for this game. But I mean that's fine. They still got Drew Brees and a hell of a lot of weapons on offense. So that's my predictions for this week. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and leave some feedback, guys. I don't know. Be safe, guys. I love you.